Who did you speak to for this book to learn about what makes coaches
All of them. So
great?
there are 9 coaches in the book.
Yes.
6 basketball, 3 football. So the basketball coaches are Mike Krzyzewski, Jim Boeheim, Tom Izzo, Gino Auriemma, Doc Rivers, and Brad Stevens. And my football coaches are Jim Harbaugh from your alma mater, Urban Meyer, and Dabo Sweeney. And access became, I didn't know this going in.
Yes.
Access became very important to this book. So each these are deep dives. Each coach is a chapter. Each chapter is 10,000 words plus. I had great access to all these guys, went back for multiple conversations, and more importantly, they connected me with their wives. The 9 wives were the best interviews in the book because they know their men the best, and also they're easier to get on the phone, as well as parents. And Jim Harbaugh connected me with his brother. Obviously, was important. Kids, colleagues, players, to really examine how these men form their worldview. A lot of times they'd say to me, I feel like I'm in therapy. And they were, because it starts with the dad, right? It starts with how your relationship with your dad, or maybe you don't have a good relationship with your dad, and that's how you form, that's your formative early experience, your childhood, your education, your early path in your career, the adversity, the struggles that you go through. I developed what I call the PEAK profile, P-E-A-K, isolating these 4 characteristics: persistence, empathy, authenticity, and knowledge. So that's peak. And then, how they created those characteristics, how they, went about growing up, learning their craft, and then how do they apply it to the players in their locker room. That's getting to us, where you're taking a disparate group of individuals and you're trying to create a cohesive unit where everybody, they may have different individual agendas, but you get them all working towards the same goal. And over time, these 9 guys have shown pretty consistently they're good at getting their teams to us.
So was there a through line? Is there a through line that you found between these 9 guys?
The common thread is that there is no common thread. That's what I found. You look at Jim Harbaugh on the sidelines, he's a raving maniac. You look at Brad Stevens on the sidelines, you wonder if the guy even has a pulse. So that's where the authenticity piece comes in. There is no one way to do this, but there is one way to do this for you. And it might be different for you than it's for somebody else. So it's having to figure out authentically who you are, because if you're inauthentic, your players will see through that like that, and they won't follow. But I will say this, like we were talking before we came on about John Beilein, who's brilliant, and you say, what's the secret sauce? And really, again, there is no secret sauce. It's the application of your craft and the development and learning minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, week by week, growing year by year, growing, learning, developing, making small decisions along the way, the hundreds, thousands of decisions that a coach has to make over the course of the season, and then doing that over a long period of time as you slowly develop.
Well,
that's the secret sauce.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.